Most people believe intelligence is something you're born with. You either have it or you don't. But psychology tells a very different story. Your brain is constantly changing. The way you think, focus, and solve problems is shaped by the habits you repeat every single day. And here's the surprising part. Some habits that feel completely normal are quietly making your brain slower, less creative, and less sharp over time. Today, we're breaking down 7 habits that secretly lower your intelligence. And chances are, almost everyone watching this is doing at least one of them. Let's start with one of the most common. Habit number 1, constant phone scrolling. Think about how often you check your phone. Social media, short videos, notifications, messages. Every time you jump from one piece of content to another, your brain has to reset its attention. Psychologists call this attention fragmentation. Instead of focusing deeply on one idea, your brain gets trained to constantly switch between tiny bursts of information. Over time, this weakens your ability to concentrate. Studies show that heavy digital multitasking is linked to lower memory performance and reduced deep thinking ability. It's not that your brain becomes less intelligent, it's that it never gets the chance to use its intelligence properly. And intelligence without focus rarely shows up. Habit number 2, avoiding difficult thinking. Your brain works a lot like a muscle. If you challenge it, it grows stronger. If you avoid challenge, it slowly weakens. Many people unknowingly train their brains to avoid difficult thinking. They skip complex topics, they prefer quick answers, they avoid problems that require effort. But real intelligence grows when your brain struggles, when you try to understand something confusing, when you solve a difficult problem, when you push through mental resistance. Neuroscience shows that mental effort builds stronger neural connections. So when you constantly choose the easiest path, your brain slowly stops building those connections, and over time, your thinking becomes more shallow. Habit number 3, lack of curiosity. Curiosity is one of the strongest predictors of intelligence. People with curious minds constantly ask questions. Why does this happen? How does this work? What if things were different? But many people lose curiosity as they grow older. They stop exploring ideas. They stop asking questions. They stop learning outside of what's necessary. And when curiosity disappears, learning slows down. Your brain is designed to explore. When curiosity fades, your mind becomes passive. Habit number 4, chronic stress. Stress is not just emotional, it's biological. When your brain experiences chronic stress, it releases high levels of a hormone called cortisol. Over time, too much cortisol damages the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. That's why people under constant stress often struggle to focus or remember things. Their brain is operating in survival mode. Instead of exploring ideas, it's focused on detecting threats. Short bursts of stress can sharpen thinking, but long-term stress slowly reduces cognitive performance. Habit number 5, lack of quality sleep. Sleep is one of the most underrated factors of intelligence. While you sleep, your brain organizes memories, clears toxins, and strengthens neural pathways. Without proper sleep, these processes don't work efficiently. Research shows that sleep deprivation reduces attention, memory, decision-making, and creativity. In other words, lack of sleep temporarily lowers your cognitive ability. And when poor sleep becomes a habit, your brain never fully recovers. Habit number 6, surrounding yourself with shallow thinking. Your thinking is heavily influenced by the people around you. Psychologists call this your cognitive environment. If the conversations around you are always shallow, gossip, complaints, distractions, your brain adopts to that level of thinking. But when you surround yourself with curious and thoughtful people, your brain is constantly exposed to new ideas. The quality of your environment shapes the depth of your thinking. Habit number 7, never reflecting on your thoughts. One of the most powerful intellectual habits is reflection, taking time to think about your own thinking. Why did I make that decision? What could I have done differently? What did I learn from this? Psychologists call this metacognition. It's the ability to observe your own mental processes. People who practice reflection learn faster, solve problems better, and grow intellectually over time. Without reflection, the brain simply repeats the same patterns. The important thing to understand is this: intelligence isn't fixed. It's shaped by the habits you repeat every day. Small behaviors can either sharpen your mind or slowly dull it over time. The good news is that every habit we discuss today can be changed. Protect your focus, stay curious, challenge your thinking, and give your brain the rest it needs. If this video made you reflect on your own habits, leave a comment with the habit that surprised you the most, and subscribe for more real psychology. This is True Psychology. See you in the next one.